Gore Cover Composting Systems brings a fresh, modern approach to treating North America's organic waste for composting materials such as yard waste, food waste, biosolids, municipal solid waste, animal manures, and organic sludges, with a unique membrane revolutionizing in-vessel composting. But let's first take a look at exactly how the Gore Cover system works. It's really quite simple. Gore Cover is pulled over the pile and secured to the ground with tarpaulin retainers. It's the quickest way to create in-vessel composting. The cover offers protection against weather conditions such as rain, wind, and sun, and prevents dust emissions. The byproducts, CO2 and unused air, are released through the breathable membrane into the environment. In-floor air ducts provide the pile with optimum levels of air, controlled by an oxygen probe in its interior. Heat created during the composting process is distributed through the pile, providing a uniform temperature profile that meets pathogen reduction requirements. The membrane offers protection against odor. The result, a 90 to 97% reduction in odor. Moisture levels are regulated by controlling the amount of water vapor allowed to cross the Gore Cover membrane. Microorganisms and bacteria cannot be released to the environment after the covers are applied, providing a safe system and safe workers. This is what makes Gore Cover the trendsetter for the Gore Cover system. Example 1. Semi-stationary wrapping with Gore Cover in a German plant. Here, organic waste is turned into a stable product in just 8 weeks. First, the area is cleared of any product already treated. A front-end loader removes the treated material. Once the aeration surface has been cleared, it is cleaned by a sweeping machine and made ready for the next material to be treated. This removes any dirt from the small air vents, guaranteeing that oxygen is distributed evenly through the pile. There is no need to clean the channel that removes leachate to an enclosed wastewater system. Then it's all set. The prepared feedstock is delivered to the composting area. The simplest technology is all that's needed for safe, economical, and efficient handling. Here, a compost turner is used, a version that is extremely economical on space, stacking the input material homogeneously to a pile height of 3 meters. Meanwhile, the tarpaulin wrapping machine and Gore laminate cover are brought into position. Despite a weight of 1.5 tons, this presents no problem, even for just one person. A hydraulically driven cable winch mounted on a front-end loader is brought into position and hooked onto special loops at the end of the cover using a hook. Then just pull. The cable winch pulls the tarpaulin slowly over the pile and positions it perfectly. In just a few moments, the piles are transformed into a totally enclosed in-vessel composting system that reduces odor emissions from 90 to 97% and reduces bioaerosol emissions by greater than 99%. An oxygen probe is positioned into each pile through special sealable openings. This means the oxygen content can be measured, regulating the addition of air as necessary. Measurements are taken at the edge and at intervals of 20 centimeters deep inside the pile. The data obtained is stored here in the test point acquisition unit. This means the condition of the pile can be controlled perfectly 24 hours a day. The aeration fans only require about 1.8 kilowatt hours. So there you have it, a completely self-contained system. After 4 weeks, the compost is ready for maturation. The weights are removed from the covers, the probes are taken out, and the cover is pulled off the pile. It's all done using a remote control and an electric motor. This means there's no risk of damaging the covers with machinery as the composted pile is taken down. Now the pile can be dismantled again. A smell like that of the forest floor pervades the entire plant. There's no disturbance to the environment, a sign of success, resulting from the fact that this is an entirely aerobic process. The 4-week composting phase is followed by 2 weeks of maturation. The tarpaulin cover is again brought into position, 1.5 tons, handled by just one person. This sort of stress bears testimony to the material's long life. often far exceeding the guarantee period. The last stage. Beneath the Gore laminate cover, the material is once again consigned to a controlled, oxygen-regulated cycle. Two weeks later, the end of the maturation period. Just as before, the Gore laminate cover is slowly pulled away using a remote control and an electric motor until the pile lies exposed. Then the material can be screened, sold, or aged. The product has become so stable that it can be further processed and will not produce any odors, in keeping with the strict quality required of compost by the Federal Quality Association. After screening, it can be sold immediately, or left to mature further and screened into a finer product. The final, extremely valuable composted product can be offered in many different forms, whether as a soil conditioner or potting compost, as a loose material or packed in handy bags. This is quality we and our partners are proud of, because it makes an important contribution to furthering progress in organic waste management. As you see, Gore cover composting systems cover a lot. The innovative technology for laminate-covered composting, fast, safe, and efficient. Thank you for watching. We now look forward to offering you our expertise, support, and attention.